Hello everyone, we are from LAX Movie Review, and today we're going to discuss about what genre of movie we're going to discuss about. My name is Osman, my metric number is 195657.
And my name is Tian Jiatong, and my metric number is 2034355.
My name is Qian Qiuyu and my metric number is 195771.
Hi, my name is Wu Tong and my metric number is 195592.
Hi, my name is Noor. My metric number is 196680.
Hi, my name is Fatin Nurin. My metric number is 198498.
Hi, my name is Aina Nadira and my metric number is 197043.
Hello everyone, I am Genga Tarani Gengan and my metric number is 196350.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Surah Kamal bin Ahmad Kamal. My metric number is 195226.
Okay, shall we begin our discussion? Okay, so what is your opinion guys about the movie review? Like, have you guys done before the movie review?
No, actually my first time taking LAX overall, and no, actually my second time. And yeah, my first time taking a movie review, and usually I don't think about reviewing movies after watching them. But I think after reviewing few movies, I might think about movies differently.
Okay, that's fine. So how about you, Aurora? Have you watched the movie that you reviewed by other people's? Either?
No, I just after watching the movie, I will think about it's good or it's bad or.
So
But
you,
for me, I think every movie is good.
so you basically don't watch the movie reviews.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. So how about you?
For me, I always watch the video to spend the leisure time because I always study or something else. I think always busy, so that I will feel tired. So I watch any genre for the movies to spend my leisure time.
I see.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that different people have different opinion or if different interest in kind of movie, isn't it? So what about you? What kind of movie that you love to watch?
I like ordinary movies. Like I don't like romantic movies or like thriller or sci-fi. I don't like that kind of movie. I like fantasy and yeah, such as Maleficent.
Oh, I see. Okay, that was a good movie too. And how about you?
I'm also like fantasy movie. I don't like the like romantic and thriller. Everything it's just annoying.
I know you. So basically, we have like a lot of genre, right? So we have action, and we have the animation movies. You know, like recently we have watched like some of the good qualities movies. You know, even though in English, Tamil, or even in Mandarin, other languages as well. So maybe it's like anybody's a movie freak. Like weekend, you guys go and watch the movies.
No, for me, I watch an average like 2 movies a month, not that much. Usually, as he said, when I have free time. But for the genre, I think I prefer comedy the most, comedy and also thriller. Yeah, especially I like Kevin Hart and Jim Carrey, these actors. Whatever the movie they're in, I'll just watch it. If it's Kevin Hart, then yeah. But yeah, I don't watch that many movies.
That's so good. So what about you? Do you like to watch any thrill movie or English movie or any kind of comedy like that?
For me, I like comedy movie
You like
and what comedy movie and action movie. For me.
comedy movie and action movie. So yeah, recently like we have watched the. If we talk about the action, we can see about the what Avengers, the Endgame. There is a lot of fight scenes and action scenes, which is like even though it's like animation, but it's really nice to watch in the theater, right?
Yeah.
So we have to discuss here what kind of genre movie that we want to choose to do the upcoming video. So we have to choose the one movie to talk about more. So what kind of genre do you prefer?
Well, as I said, I do prefer comedy as a genre, but I think when it comes to reviewing or analyzing the movie. Comedy movies are not really based on true stories most of the time because the main goal of a comedy movie is to make the
People
audience, people laugh.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be that deep of a story.
Yeah.
So I think if we want to pick a movie to review, maybe it should be either thriller or fantasy, since it would be it will have a very deep background story. Sometimes the story might be like more than 1,000-year-old, but producers take the story and put it in a new form. And also the same when it comes to thriller movies, because they talk about mostly reality, but in a deep way. So there's a lot to discuss about thriller and fantasy movies. So I think for me, I might go for a thriller or a fantasy if we're reviewing a movie.
Yeah, I agreed with Osman because I wanna agree with fantasy. You know, it's like basically we will see the superpowers. You know, we have a lot of points to talk about the superpowers because that thing is beyond the science because we want to imaginary. It's like the things they are showing in the cinemas. It's like unbelievable. So we can talk more about the animations, how they produce the movie, and the costumes and what the maybe the hero or heroine of the movie what they did and what are the unique characteristic that have and so on. So we can discuss more about that things when we come to the fantasy. And what about you? Do you agree with the fantasy genre?
Yeah, actually, I agree with him.
Oh, you
Yeah.
agree with him. So how about you?
Oh, I prefer fantasy too because I think most of us like fantasy.
Louder.
Sorry. I think most of us choose the fantasy, and I think they too girls like fantasy movie too. So I think we have a lot of points to say about the fantasy movie, and I think it's more easier for us to talk about the fantasy movie because this kind of movies is it's famous to us because it had they have lots of fantasy movies and
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
no.
a good point. How about you guys?
For me, I think fantasy is a good choice, but I like animation movies. Yeah, I'm a crazy fan about Disney. So all the Disney movies I watch. Yeah. So I think when we're talking about animation, it's we just think it's for children, right? But I think some of them is also telling us some stories and some life
Values.
Yeah. So I think maybe we can choose between fantasy and animation. Yeah.
Fantasy and animation.
Yeah.
So because you like more animation than animation movie. So which Disney character that you like?
The Coco.
Coco.
Yeah,
Coco.
Coco.
That's why you personally suggested.
It's so healing. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
he
the good
tells
meanings
you
behind that.
your loved ones. They doesn't pass away. They is always around you.
Yeah. That's so true. Okay, what about you?
I agree with fantasy because it's quite easy to reviewing fantasy movie.
Alright. So in order to, in terms of the easy that we reviewing the movie, so you are choosing the fantasy genre. Okay. How about you?
I think fantasy is suitable for every age of us. I mean, like when we are children, we like fantasy, right? So
Yeah.
when we grown up, it's nothing wrong when we have a little fantasy in our life,
Yeah.
such an hectic life. So we can watch a fantasy movie too.
Yeah, so a point it basically about the age doesn't matter that you wanna
Yeah.
watch a cartoon or you wanna
Yes,
watch
or
about the action movie.
animations.
Unless you are happy and after the watch movie you enjoy or you had like a good enough spend time, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. How about you?
I'm more into animation than fantasy because fantasy is like it's suitable like for kids. The,
Animations.
fantasy is like giving hope to the kids, like
The kids also can watch the movie. They can understand from the animation.
But
then
some fantasy is not real.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Kids doesn't know that, and
Yeah.
maybe they will learn it, and this one, or I can be her or someone.
Yeah, it gives
Yeah,
like
I
a
have
bad
magic
example.
or what. Yeah.
So you're telling that some movies from the fantasy genre will give the bad example to the
Yeah,
children.
they will
because
ask
are-
like, they will ask for
Fantasy
fantasy.
Oh, so they will ask us for the things that
Yeah.
happen in the world. So it's like very curious, right?
Yes.
So is the thing is really alive in this world or not?
Mm.
Something like that. Okay, then number 2.
I think I agree about all you all
All of
you
us.
recommend about fantasy, right? I think I agree.
Oh, I So he doesn't have any problem. So he just want to go with the
The others.
fantasy genre.
Yeah.
So,
So
I
since
think
we're talking about fantasy movies, actually I've never watched any local Malaysian movies. So do you have any
Yeah, me too.
There's
fantasy
actually
movies?
there's no
No.
very good
um,
fantasy movie in local.
No.
Yes, a lot animations
Mm.
by local, but fantasy, I guess. There's
No.
we
no
don't.
So what's the main genre for
action,
the
I guess.
for the local movies?
Action or thriller. I don't know. I mean, like by Malaysian Malay got a lot of actions and thriller, but
For
I don't know
the
if I
Tamil
say.
movies, they will like mainly. I think recently they have produced a 2 thriller movie, and most of them are based on the romance school story or romance mixed comedy or horror mixed comedy or
Yeah.
horror mixed romance movies like that. Because people nowadays they really don't like to see the same storyline, the
Yeah.
same lame story,
Yeah.
So they are expecting a more interesting story, so which is
Real life.
realistic, okay?
Realistic.
So they will be like, okay, this thing is very applicable to our life, so the movie is very good. Basically, the thing is like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think most of the Southeast Asian movies, like Malaysian, Indonesian,
Mhm.
they like a lot of horror movies.
Horror
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
you guys like horror movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I never watched that one.
But I don't watch it alone. I watch it with
With
family
friends,
and
yeah.
friends.
But
I
it's
don't
really
watch it
good.
alone.
I don't know why, but it's kind of good.
Yeah, because the sounds, it's make
Yeah.
you like very. Even you won't be like feel bored.
Yeah.
It's like okay, what gonna? Even though you
Curious,
know
right?
that the ghost is coming to you
Yeah.
in the next scene, but you will keep on watch with close your eyes and something like that. So it's like so why I don't want to watch alone because I'm staying alone in hostel, right?
Yeah.
Even though I have my roommates, but I'm gonna sleep alone in the bed. So I was like, okay, no, I'm not ready for this. So I don't take that kind of
I
risk.
don't like horror movies
Uh,
because I
It scares you?
never forget them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I never can forget every details in the movies, and when I'm alone, I'm alone a lot, right? Yeah. So when I'm in the shower, I'm in the bed, or I was just sitting at the classroom, and I can picturing it around the ghost or something is just sudden shows in your face, and it's
I'm scared.
Actually, she has the same feelings like my sister, She's like, after we watched the Conjuring 2, the horror movie,
Yeah.
actually, we heard and we read a lot of things about in Twitter and in movie reviewing about the Conjuring 2, like people have effect after watch the movie. It's like they have the imagination of the evil and
Dream,
everything, the
right.
disturbance.
Yeah.
Yeah, even my sister when she when she was bathing in our house, she feels like something is behind her, and then she started to scream. And then I was like, okay, what happened? And she said, no, I have the effect after the movie. And I was like, then why you come to watch the movie? And then she said she really wants to watch the movie, but it took like 2 to 3 weeks to her
Cannot forget.
move on
right?
from the movie. Yeah, she really scared. Whenever she wants to go washroom, also she will wake me. Please come to me. Please help me to come to washroom and
Please
everything. Yeah. So she's like very scared because of the effect. The sound system actually.
Yes, it's
The
very
ghost and the appearance
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
ghost,
yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Usually
at all.
it's the
Yeah.
storyline that makes you more scared. When it's
Yeah,
more
the sound
reality,
system.
like
Yeah.
you can relate to that story, then it's scary. But
Mm.
because most of the new horror movies, it's just about jump scares. Like
Yeah.
the kid is exploring and then something pops, and then it's the same thing.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
I
but when
agree.
the story is very scary and you can relate that to your life, then that's when it's stuck in your head, and then you're
that's
scared.
the thing, you know.
Yeah.
Whenever we want to close our eyes and watch our face, also, something is in front of my
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah. Something in the mirror.
Something is in front of my eyes, okay. So that's the thing about the horror movies,
Yeah.
okay. But fantasy, it's like actually we can, you know, enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's like really whenever you want.
Really like.
Yeah,
really like, not so
everyone will like the fantasy movie. Even there is no like I said earlier, there is no age preference for the fantasy movie. You know, even the kids also will learn from the movie. You know, so maybe sometimes the characters that won't be alive in the world, but the moral value of the stories we can maybe they can take it as a lesson. So the fantasy movie, which is a what we can say is like a quick message that can reach to the kids when it's compared to the adults and
Yeah, actually, I think that's the main reason
Yeah.
fantasy movies were
Yeah.
created to
Yeah.
teach kids will
We learn.
learn
we
faster.
from there.
But
It's
yeah.
like a fast learner medium, you know, when it's compared to the other videos and other movies. So it's like something will make them will think, okay, why the heroine did like this? Why they didn't did like this? Even though they ask a lot of questions after the movie, so we should understand that they are thinking after the movie. Not only us, even the kids also they will think after the movie. So what the story is ended like this? Why not they end like this, like that? So I think the fantasy movie have the what important element, you know, when it comes to the lesson or the moral values with in terms of to the kids. I think they have done a good job. You know, even though I think they spend a million.
Yeah, I think actually and most of the fantasy movies and superhero movies, they spend a lot of money because they know that they're gonna be the best selling movies in the box office.
But they
I
give
think
profit.
some fantasy movies is creating a hope, creating a dream for the children. That's the Spider-Man is
Spider-Man.
one fantasy movie.
Kind of, yeah, I think.
I
But
think Spider-Man is animation. I think it's mixed.
mix, yeah, like animation, superhero is also a fantasy. Yeah.
Yeah,
fantasy
you
animation.
when you ask some little boy what kind of person he want to be, and he will say, I want to be the Spider-Man.
It affects the children.
Affect the children.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when it comes to the list of the movies that we get for the LAX movie review, we have like a lot of genre. There is a comedy, adventure, thriller, and science fiction, crime, animation, horror, war, romance, action, and so on. So there is not only like when we are watching the movie, we don't think about the genre. You know.
Yeah.
We will
We
go,
just
we
go
will
and
go
watch
and
it.
watch it. Okay. But when it comes to but fortunately the movie review, then only we are learning about the genre. Oh, okay, this movie is based on this genre. Okay. I think that is important to us to know the genres. Okay. Maybe to evaluate the movies. Okay, what kind of movie is this? Because sometimes we will go to sit in the thriller movie, but we don't feel comedy because that's a thriller movie.
Yeah.
So we should understand the element of the movie too. So I think so everyone okay with the fantasy movie genre, right? So maybe the fantasy genre we have like some of the movies that given to us. One is Alice in Wonderland. Number 2 is Doctor Strange and Dumbo, The Golden Compass, and the last one is Maleficent 2, Mistress of Evil. So we have to choose now what movie we are going to watch after this. Yeah,
I
okay.
think,
So what about your opinions, guys, about the movies that I said?
Okay, I think if we choose Doctor Strange, it's going to be very complicated to analyze because the story is linked with multiple movies and different time frames. Even I still don't understand Star Wars that much because of the
Because of the
different
series.
story series and a lot of different storylines. So I think maybe you can go with the other two options, but not Doctor Strange.
Okay, you are not agreed with the Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
but you are okay with the other options, isn't
Yeah.
it? So how about you?
I will be choose number two.
Number
the,
two.
that movie.
Maleficent?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Maleficent.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a movie full with the magic and supernatural powers, right?
Strong.
Yeah. So what about you?
I choose Maleficent too.
Maleficent.
Because I think it's the nearest movie. Because I think Alice in Wonderland is many years ago.
Oh yeah.
Because we can memorize the
The
Maleficent best.
storyline.
So we can talk about more about this movie.
Yeah, me too. Because I just saw the first one, the first episode of Maleficent, and I know it's coming to the second, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to talk about the second, so maybe we can watch it first and we choose the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. What about you?
Okay, I choose Maleficent too.
Maleficent too also, yeah?
I would like to choose between the Alice in Wonderland and Maleficent because the story is very good.
Very good. Okay. So you have the two choices.
choice.
Okay. You?
I would like to choose like Maleficent too because it is like quite fun to be watched. And like Alice in Wonderland, it's like a childhood movie, so
It's like difficult to review.
Yeah.
Okay. So how about you? What movie you want to
I choose Maleficent.
Maleficent, okay. So majority we are choosing the Maleficent too. So maybe after this we will watch the movie first together. So are you guys free after this?
Yes.
Yeah. So we will watch the movie together and we start to review about the movie. So
So,
So
anyone who wants to add anything?
yes, we will watch the
Alright.
movie.
okay.
So we
So
watch the movie first and
We'll talk about it.
we will talk about the
yeah.
Alright, so I
movie.
think we agreed to choose Maleficent 2 as our movie that we're going to review. So see you guys next week. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.